we ready to fight?
Yes!
Good afternoon. My name is Chavo Bustamante. I'm with Latinos United for a New America, and I welcome you to this rally where we're going to be confronting eyes about their lack of clarity. We are with the Rapid Response Network, and the Rapid Response Network has taken responsibility for making sure that families in Santa Clara County continue to be together. That we are not going to allow the cruel policies of this administration to continue to rip families apart. And so in December, we learned that ICE was using this office as a processing center. And when we confronted them, they denied it. And so we came and did a demonstration in late December, and some of you probably were here. And there were some results that Maritza will report about. So today we're here because we really do not believe anything that they say to us. They lied to us so many times that we don't really know what is the purpose of this office here in Morgan Hill. And we're here to confront them and to ask them to tell us the truth as to what is the role of this office in the overall scheme of ICE in Santa Clara County.
Let us pray. Bow our heads for just a moment. Loving and merciful Creator, we give you thanks for the gift of community. The gift of community allows us to be strong, allows us to gather, allows us to stand against the hatred, the ignorance, the lies, the duplicity. It allows us to speak truth to power, to remember that we are connected fundamentally to each other. It allows us to stand against the empire that seeks to divide our people, that seeks to incarcerate children, that seeks to deport our mothers and our fathers. It allows us to love even in the face of hate and to stand strong. It allows us to speak the truth even when those who try to silence us with petty measures of turning their alarms on their cars so that we can't hear each other. It is this power of love that allows us to stand here in the cold and wet weather, to be strong for those who cannot be strong. We ask your blessing upon our speakers, upon our people will stand strong in witness, and to give us the strength to always love even those who hate us. We ask this in the power and the name of the one who created all beings. Amen.
Father Robert Brocado from St. Mary Parish in Gilroy, California. I've recently been meeting with a woman whose husband was arrested some months ago and subsequently arrested by ICE and then deported. She is now desperate to pay the bills and to provide counseling for her two teenage children. This is not uncommon. It's also not uncommon to hear people, undocumented people, who came here looking for a better life to be described as dangerous criminals. We hear that a lot. The ones that I know, in some cases for decades, I admire very, very much. I admire their strength. I admire their courage. I admire their faith. These are the people who came here and they saw two signs at the border. One said no trespassing, the other said help wanted. And they came. And these are the people who in large part are responsible for providing us with food, for building our homes, for making our businesses prosper, and for generally contributing to the standard of of living that we all enjoy. What kind of a society are we when we tear their families apart? What kind of a society are we when our government institutions that we expect to be working in a fair way and in a lawful way are not? What about human dignity? Basic human dignity. As a pastor, I deal with the human wreckage and the devastated families and extended families left behind after an ICE arrest. And it's not right. And I'm simply here to lend my voice to all those who would also say that this is not who we are as a society. These are not the sorts of institutions that we want to be representing all of us, and we call for a change.
Ronaldo from Amigos de Guadalupe is going to give us an update. Marita?
We purposely chose today, Valentine's Day, to be here today. And we chose today because we love our community. We love our neighbors, and we love our families that are being ripped apart. We love our fathers and mothers who have sat in a van in this parking lot for over 6 hours without being allowed due process, not even allowing to see an attorney. ICE has lied to this community over and over and over again. Basta. No more. We will not tolerate that. No more. ICE has demonstrated gross negligence and disregard for our community and safety and basic human rights. There are countless stories of people, including children, being stripped of their rights while in ICE custody, with the most tragic story of babies dying in their custody. And this country ignoring the death of children in ICE custody. We are here today to say we want this facility shut down. We will no longer tolerate the inhumane tragedy that happens to our children and our families in this community. You go somewhere else, not in our backyard, not in our community. We have the moral and legal responsibility to protect the members of our community who are most vulnerable, who are being targeted, and who are being denied their constitutional rights that we all have. Doesn't matter if you're undocumented or documented. That Constitution guarantees every one of us in this country the right to be humans and to live in dignity. ICE clearly does not have a heart for this community. And we will be vigilantly defending the rights of every undocumented family in our community. We will not tolerate this any longer. Today, we stand as community in the rain, in the cold. This is a little sacrifice that we're doing because we have families being ripped apart. We have mothers and fathers and babies trying to seek asylum to this country and are being denied that basic right to seek asylum in this community. We will no longer tolerate this. We need to shut these facilities down now.
¡Sí se puede!
¿Se puede?
¡Sí se puede!
All right, thank you.
Good evening. My name is Yolanda Chavez, a leader with Luna. Their main demand is that ICE needs to stop lying. It needs to start telling us the truth. First, they told us that they were not processing people here. When we caught them in the line, they denied it. Now they tell us that they are processing people elsewhere, but there's no reason to believe them. Our message to ICE is that as long as they do not act with absolute transparency, we will continue to monitor them until we are sure that the rights of our families and communities are respected.
Thank you, Yolanda, and thank you, Delma. So what we're going to do now is there's a small group of people. We're going to go in a delegation, and we're going to demand that they give us answers to all these questions. In the meantime, I'm also going to ask the other people to please rally outside while we do the delegation. Another demand we have is for the landlord. Okay, the landlord needs to know that unlawful activity is going on in his facility. ICE is engaging in unlawful conduct when they deny people the right to due process. That is against the law. When they put people in the back of vehicles, that is against the laws of the human race. That's an inhumane thing to do, and that's a violation of people's basic human rights. So we are going to demand from the landlord that he sees into these issues. And for that, what we're going to ask is that every one of you, before you leave, please sign the sign-in sheet, because we're going to send a letter we're going to get in contact with you to please, and ask you to please send a letter to the landlord to look into this matter. Can we do that? Can we count on you? All right. So the people with the delegation, please come with me, and I'm going to ask Delma if she can lead the rally and lead the chanters. The chant.
Shut down Roman Code detention and abolish ICE too. Shut down Morgan Hill detention and abolish ICE too. Roses are red, violets are blue. Shut down Morgan Hill detention and abolish ICE too.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Shut down the detention and abolish ICE too. Roses are red, violets are blue.
Shut down Morgan Hill detention and abolish ICE too. Down! Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down!
Shut it down! Shut it down!
Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down!
Shut it down!
Shut it down! Shut it down!
Ice Morgan Hill has got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Ice Morgan Hill has got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Ice Morgan Hill has got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Ice Morgan Hill has got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Ice Morgan Hill has got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Jamás será vencido el pueblo unido. Jamás será vencido el pueblo unido. Jamás será vencido el pueblo unido. Jamás será vencido el pueblo.
I don't know if when you lease this facility to ICE, if they told you that they were going to use this as the processing center.
It is not a processing center.
Well,
Yes, it is.
They've been
is.
using it
It
as a
is.
processing center.
They have used
And,
You know, I'm
they...
the landlord here, and I know exactly what goes on. My office is right back there.
Okay.
Okay, I know
Are
what's going
you
on.
here
Do you know
24
what's
hours
going-
a day?
See these cameras? These cameras are here 24 hours a day.
So
yes.
then if you check your cameras, you probably will be able to find out that they are putting people in the back of
Let's go
vehicles for
talk to
4 or
out
5
here.
hours.
Let's go out here and
Yeah,
talk.
no, we'll leave. We'll leave.
No,
We'll
I'm
leave right
asking
now.
you to
We'll leave
leave
right
now.
now. Just, no, I mean, we'll leave right now. I mean, we're not here to cause
You are
problems to
causing trouble.
you.
The people
right?
can't get in or out.
Well, the thing is that
Is this more
how
important
can you
to make?
expect this you
Yes.
to have peace?
Yes, it is kind of important. Yes,
Are
it's
not
important.
having peace. You know, when people keep been ripped apart by these guys, and
you know
you,
what?
in a way, are collaborating with them, by renting them this facility, knowingly,
I like
knowing,
these people.
knowing that. That's fine.
Colaborador.
You see the
fine,
policemen
that's
over
fine.
there?
Yeah.
I like them too.
I do too.
We do too.
I
We do too.
I like law and order.
Yeah,
We do too. We love law and
Why
order.
aren't you being-
That's what law and order is the Constitution.
No, out there it's Constitution. This
And
is
that's
process
why-
is
and that
the
is why
The
we have
Constitution.
some laws.
Due process.
The last time is going to be when we make sure that this office is not being used to violate people's constitutional rights.
Yay!
Coming back, for as long as necessary. So thank you very much. God bless you. We love you.
Thank you.